like, subscribe, and leave a comment. So here's your review of SmackDown, week commencing the 25th of September. So it starts with Jimmy coming out with Solo and Paul Heyman, the Bloodline, quote unquote. Basically, they come out and basically Paul Heyman says they acknowledge Roman Reigns. And the beatdown last week was for John Cena. It was basically for Roman Reigns. And then basically Jimmy just snatches the mic. And then he says John Cena's too scared to come here, and if he comes here, he's going to get another beat down. Why he said that, Carl Anderson jumps him and just basically attacks the whole bloodline and calls out Jimmy. Then we go straight to Jimmy versus Carl Anderson in a really good match. But in the end, Jimmy got the victory. And on the way back, Jimmy's sort of gloating about his win, and then Mia Chin slaps him in the face. Ouch. Then we have Santos basically getting ready to face Ray and shows all the respect to Ray. Obviously, it's a team-on-team match. So internal match, so we'll see. Then we have Jimmy basically backstage just bullying everybody and beating everybody up because of Mia Chin slapping him. Then we have the Grayson Waller. So basically Grayson starts calling out John Cena, talking about him being late for the show, and then his guest is Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley basically comes out saying he feels he made a mistake bringing the Street Profits on board and bringing them under his wing because they didn't perform like they wanted him to do. Grayson basically says to Bobby he should invest in him and Theory because they're the new upcoming and undefeated tag team. While saying that, the Street Profits come out and Bobby just tells them, prove your heart and prove to me what this is about, and that you're on side. While that happens, Theory comes out. So then we go into Theory versus Grimes in a decent match, but in the end, Theory gets the victory in a good match. Go and watch it. Then we have Jimmy and Solo basically just beating everybody down, and they start beating down one of the last members of Hit Row because the other one got released, unfortunately. Then we have Santos versus Ray in an awesome US title match, I should say. Go and watch it if you haven't seen it. Really good match. Really good match. Ray can go. I don't know how old he is, but he is one of the best, really. But Ray got the victory in the end. After the match, they got a beat down by the Street Profits, with Bobby Lashley basically congratulating them, saying, okay, you got the fire back. Then we have Santos basically calling out the Street Profits, and they want them at Fast Lane. So Ray and Santos want the Street Profits at Fast Lane. Then the WWE basically confirmed that Jade Cargill is coming to the WWE, signed with the WWE, and is with the WWE. So great news. Then we have John Cena pulling up in a muscle car. Basically, he's coming to sort everything out and get everything sorted. Then we have Pretty Deadly training for their comeback, which has been going on for a little while, but they seem to be 100% now because they're jumping up and down. Then we had Charlotte versus Bayley in the last match of the night in a really good match. Go and watch it, I haven't seen it. But Charlotte gets the victory. Before she won, she said if she wins, she wants to first face Io Sky at Fastlane, and she won. So now she's calling out Io Sky to face her at Fastlane. Then in the main segment was John Cena came out. He calls out the Bloodline and he signs a contract. The Bloodline basically come out and he goes, he doesn't care, he'll fight the Bloodline in a handicap match. He doesn't care. Then the Bloodline come out. He gets jumped by the Bloodline, well, the so-called Bloodline, Solo and Jimmy. And then who comes for the save? L.A. Knight comes out for the save and he signs the contract. So it looks like it's going to be L.A. Knight and John Cena at Fastlane versus Solo and Jimmy. So that's your review of SmackDown. Leave a comment.